Von never did anything. He was a good kid. If you told Von he was a good kid and he didn't have no bodies in person, he would have.
Hey, what's good with the squad? Check it out. Trap Lord Ross was out there in LA rocking with Adam 22, the whole No Jumper crew, Wack100, and he even popped up in the video with Big Sad 1900 and Adam 22. Surprisingly, I feel like that cypher put a battery in Adam 22 back because the man didn't sound bad on that track. He was saying some stuff that sounded crazy, but he didn't sound that bad. But anyways, that's not what this is about. Trap Lord Ross was on Clubhouse, and you know how it is when a special guest come to the room. If you're in the Wack100 room, that is, you usually get pressed by one of the members. And he got pressed, like this right here.
Yo, so Trap, I want to ask you something, right? Because I know Vaughn personally, right? So when you started doing your homework, you know how much charities that Vaughn ever did?
No, I don't.
You know any good, like...
Real live busting like it's snap right now, you know?
Tell all the BDs come to the phone. I gotta holler at them. You scared? You only play at the BDs.
All the BDs come to the phone. All the BDs report to the phone for them. And what you want me to tell them?
Tell them King David love him. I'm gonna send all of them some money tomorrow.
Vaughn said King David love you. Gonna send all y'all some money tomorrow.
Don't they doing BD?
Nah, they said King David love you, man. You know what's going on, man. They walked away. They laughing and shit. They talking about he just sent some money. How you gonna send some more?
Did for people around him?
I think he did plenty of good for the people around him, for sure. He seems like somebody that was very loyal to his friends, very loyal to his family and his boys.
Because some people might feel like he started glorifying like the work he put in the streets, and people you might think that like that, but you're not making like a complete documentary of him. Basically that documentary was like a serial killer documentary. Like
facts.
That's why I just asked you, like, you don't even know how much charities he ever did. So
how much charity you got to give to make up for 7 bodies, though?
Got him!
Trap Lord Ross also gave us a real good reason as to why he got that tattoo of King Von, which is crazy. Yeah,
that's I get that one a lot. Here's what it is, right? I just got to keep it real with you. The King Von video is the biggest moment of my career. I was a huge fan of Von. You know, I was making videos on Von when he was alive. We might have had a little tension, but you know, nothing we couldn't solve. When he passed away, you know, I was very devastated. It was a very shocking moment for me. I remember, you know, where I was and what I was doing when I got that news, and that was just kind of like, it was heavy. You know, I was just such a fan of his music, the energy that it had. Like, I always say to people, like, I listen to Von when I'm in the gym, not when I'm spinning on the ops. And, you know, you throw on some Von, you throw on back again when you're doing a workout, you're going to be killing it. You're going to have the best workout of your life. So that energy that he brought to the table, like the aggression, you know, it's aggressive drill music. The guy's talking about killing people, but you take that energy into the gym, you take that into hustling, you take that when you're driving somewhere and you got a big meeting, big deal you need to close, it's going to give you energy. I don't think Von even knew what he was doing when he created some of these hits.
That's wild. That's something I wouldn't do, but hey, you know, hats off to you. Now, him and Wack100, they had a heated discussion about some of the ramifications that can come with the allegations that he placed on King Von in that documentary, Rap's First Serial Killer, which sits at about 13 million views right now. Check it out.
Trap, let me ask you a question. So you think King Von was a bad guy for his murders?
I do, man. I kind of do. I kind of do.
Environment, bro.
I kind of do.
How about the killer be killed situations, Trap?
Well, let me tell you why I think it's different, and this is a very important, because I totally agree.
Talk to me.
I totally agree, and I always say a lot of people get put in kill or be killed situations, and I think Von was put in kill or be killed situations until it gets to that late stage of his career. He doesn't need to be lining up murders anymore. Like, I personally believe, this is just my opinion, don't sue me, but you know, Von's not with us anymore, so I can't defame him, but I believe that Von lined up the murder of Duck. I believe that Von funded that. I personally believe that. I think that there's been, you know, talk about it. It was mentioned in court, an alleged $100,000 bounty, blockchains were passed out. I think he was a millionaire and he didn't need to be lining up people to get killed anymore. And I felt like that was why I felt like it was bad what he was doing. He didn't need to be doing that anymore. But the unfortunate reality is he was a product of his environment. He wanted to keep having people killed. He wanted to keep raising hell, shooting at people, catching attempted murders with Dirk. And I'm not trying to deny he's a complicated man. I'm trying to make a very three-dimensional portrayal of this man, as far as like actually explaining where he came from. But bro, as far as I'm concerned, unfortunately, the conclusion is that the guy was a killer, and he continued to try and wage war on the streets even after he became a millionaire and got out of the streets. And I think, more from a moral point of view, I'm not from the streets, but I think that was wrong. And I think
So you think he was out of the streets because he was a millionaire, that make it's even more dangerous for you.
No, but I don't think he should have been funding the war, paying for people to have killed, be shooting at people, doing alleged armed robberies with Dirk. I think that was wrong, and I would say to
Watch
anybody.
this. So you get a phone call and 3 of your mans got hit. What you think he's supposed to do? He from the streets.
Hey man, so if you get that phone call, what are you doing?
I'm 47 years old. I get a lot of those phone calls.
Hey, well, you're a successful entrepreneur now, Wack, so you shouldn't be answering those phone calls, right?
No, what I'm saying, no, you're right, but dude definitely was not on my level.
No, that's
right?
facts. That's facts. I'll give you that.
He was a youngster coming up, right? So now watch this. If you are dependent on the streets to keep you safe, right? And those streets that you keep safe call you because something unsafe didn't happen and there's some unalive people on the block, right? Is he gonna tell those people, I can't do nothing for you, I'm a millionaire?
Hey, they called and said Duck is shopping peacefully outside Dolce & Gabbana, what we're going to do. So I feel like it's slightly different, but I feel like what you're saying is right, and I think that is the reason what happened.
All that was still tied in. It was like he got the money, but he didn't get the money being square. He got the money based on the blood in the street.
The competition.
That's low-key true, but then answer me this, right? So you're basically saying we should give Von a pass for all them murders. It was kill or be killed. It doesn't matter if you made $18 million.
No, this is what I'm saying. Don't give Von a pass for those murders, and don't feel sorry for Von about his murder. It's what it is.
Well, I would agree with that. You know what it is? I feel like with Von...
You get what I'm saying? I hate when people do that. Yeah, smoking on this, smoking on that, yeah. And then it happens, oh no, man, what you mean? This would come with it. Like, don't give him a pass, right? But don't, we're not sympathetic towards yours either.
I feel like just with the Von thing, man, something really strange happened, and I just feel like it's just people didn't want to believe, or people didn't. I felt like people were just trying to be gangster on the internet by pressing me and acting like, yo, well, the streets don't talk. Von didn't do anything, when it was plainly obvious from the evidence and from the details that I pulled up that it looked pretty damning that Von did do those things. Like, do you feel like there's just this street code that guys just don't want to admit that anyone did anything ever? Because it's plainly obvious. Like, people are going to try and be like, Von never did anything. He was a good kid. If you told Von he was a good kid and he didn't have no bodies in person, he would have slapped you when he was alive.
Of course they're going to say that, because you got to remember, Von still has children and family and loved ones. So if you start putting bodies on him that people didn't know he did, although he's not around to become a body, then they'll start bodying the people that's closest to him. So yeah, they're not going to come out in the open claiming that.
But that's facts, and I love this argument because people always bring this one to me and they're like, yeah, but what about his kids? You're putting all this stuff out there and his kids are going to have to watch this. And it's like, bro, his kids are going to listen to his songs where he's talking about got seven bodies.
No.
His kids going to see everything. I'm just putting my thing together, you get me?
I don't care about the watch. I'm talking about, say for instance, all right, it comes out, the little double up, Von was responsible for that. It just comes out today, right? Little double up got some nieces and nephews and some brothers over there that's killers too. Guess what? Now Lil Von baby mama, his kids, is something, and now it's now in jeopardy. They don't get that Von is gone. They still want blood.
Facts, but that's the streets, right? I feel like people want to act like, well, that's my fault for making a documentary, but people act like the streets don't know who got killed by Von.
This is out my mouth, bro. Listen, Trap. Here it go. And I'm telling you this. Anything that is of your reach, anything that you can research and you can find out, Trap, being a square dude from the UK, you got the right to talk about it, report on it, debate it, dissect it any way you want, because it's never been out there for you to know about it. Period.
Hey, I see someone in the comments saying they seen King Von on live counting bodies, and that's facts. That's what I'm saying, is like, people want to act like I aired all out, but King Von is on live talking about how many bodies you think I got. It's more than 5. I merch it on. Oh, it's more than 5. Like, that was out there. You know what I'm saying? He was moving crazy with the self-snitching, and it's just, it is what it is.
I think they just mad because you get paid out this, bro.
Hey, low key.
I don't think they even care.
Hey, I'm not denying it.
It still sound like that Wack just asked you, right? Wack just asked you some real questions, and it still sound like you kind of confused, or you don't really understand how. I feel like I answered everything directly, right? But let me give you like a little example. Like my brother took 18 years, right, for some, and I'll be watching post them saying free the demon, free the shooter.
Yeah, we got a hot mic. Where he goes? Who's that?
I got it. Way.
Well, I think
he was about to cook me with that question, man.
Indeed, dude did not cook. But look, when it comes to Trap Lord Ross, he gained a newfound sense of respect from me because of the simple fact he didn't shy away from none of the questions. You know, he stood on everything that he said, and he gave reasons as to why he felt the way that he felt. And you got to respect that. But look, y'all let me know in the comments. Is this dude a culture vulture? I mean, is he out of pocket for dropping that King Von documentary calling him a serial killer? Y'all let me know. Like, subscribe.